evening, Stampers. This is Pat from Pat's Card Corner. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Virginia Beach, Virginia. And welcome to Therapy Thursday. And I'm just going to take a minute here to finish setting my stuff up. I was a little behind, and I just finished dinner, and I know it's late to eat dinner, but here we go. So if you are watching tonight, please say hi, make a comment, send me a wave, a thumbs up, a heart, whatever you want. I'd love to know that you are watching and stamping with me, or just watching and maybe going to stamp later after you just decide if you like what I do. So I did I don't know what was going on with my brain this afternoon, but I was having trouble measuring and getting the right measurements for all my pieces, but I finally did it or got it right. So it's like after double checking it like a million times. So hopefully everything is okay. I don't know why I got weird shadows going on everywhere. All right, so hey Margaret. How are you doing? Okay, so tonight I am making a card with using the Nature's Prints stamp set. Basically, I'm just using this little piece right here. I'm going to stamp this little piece right here, plus one of the sentiments. But mainly, it's more about the paper than the stamp set. Oops, I hit my light. And I'm also, I did die cut. This little piece has a die that fits in it. And then in the stamp set, or the die set, sorry, there's also this little die right here, which maybe if I put it down on here, you can see it better. And it makes a really nice little tag, or sentiment tag, to fit all the pieces. So I did use that. So, which is kind of like a nice little bonus, since most of the other stamps on there are to die cut these things. So anyway, so I am going to do that, and we are going to get started. So I've just got to go get one thing, and then we'll be set. So I just wanted to show you the paper that we're going to use real quick. It's called Sun Prints. It's in the annual catalog, and I'm going to find it. And the reason is, normally I would probably show you what it looked like and, you know, pull out the sheets of the stuff that I have left. But I don't have much of it left, so. And I thought maybe you could see it better in the catalog. So this is the annual catalog. This is page 134. And this right here is the Sun Print. So I'm going to try and get it closer to my camera there so you can see it. It's really nice shades of blue. I don't do this very well, do I? If I could see what I was doing. I'm going to have to stand up so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Hello. All right. I'm not going to move anymore. I'm just going to stand here real quick. There we go. So it's this set of papers right here. It's blue on one side, has some gray granite colors on the other. Nice kind of flowery print. It's kind of like, I don't know if you ever did this when you were little. If you took a dark piece of paper, like our blue cardstock, and you put a leaf on it and then put it out in the sun, when you picked it up after a couple hours, the paper would fade and you would have the nice pattern of the leaves. But this is all that I have left, so it's not very much, so you can kind of see that I really can't show you the whole thing. So look in your catalog on page 134 and you will see it. All right, hey Laura, hey Meg, how are you tonight? Okay, so the paper we're going to use, hello. All right, hold on just a second. There we go. Okay, I haven't written the where's my brains? The measurements, I usually have them on a little sticker, and I don't have them on there yet today because I was so far behind. All right, so this piece right here is 4 1/4 by 11. So it's really easy to remember that. So we're just going to put that here. You also need a piece of basic white cardstock, and that is 5 1/4 by 4. And the reason I say it's 5 1/4 by 4 is because we're actually going to turn it that way. So, and our card is actually going to go this way. So this really should be 11 by 4 1/4, but it's okay. So these pieces right here are 2 1/2 by 4. And we need 2 of those. So you would need to cut 2 of these pieces that are 2 1/2 by 4. And this is where all the little teeny little pieces are. So out of the cardstock, whatever your cardstock you're going to use, this is Night of Navy. These pieces right here are 4 inches, because they're going to go this way, are 4 inches by 7/8 inches. So just a little bit less than an inch. And I'm going to put on here cup 3 because you need 3 of them. So you need 3 of those. Put them up here. Then I have some more basic white, and we're also going to cut 3 of those. And these are, gotta get them right, are 3 7/8 by 3. Did I get it right? Yeah, by 3 1/4. Not 3 1/4, 3/4. Obviously, this is not 3 1/4. So there's some white. They're 3 7/8 by 3/4. And then you need another coordinating pattern from whatever cardstock or designer series paper you're using. And you need 3 of these also. I'm not sure if you figured it out yet, but we just might be layering these. So these are 3 3/4 by 5/8. So kind of a lot of measuring. And then you also need some scraps of basic white so that we can have a sentiment tag, and then another scrap of sentiment of basic white just to stamp on, to do a little flowery thing that we're going to put on there too. So which would be, in my case, this little piece right here. Okay, so those are all the pieces that you're going to need. I'm going to put this off to the side so I don't lose it. And hopefully we get it all ready. Okay, so if you watched if you watched last week, what we're going to do with our big piece is going to sound very familiar. So this piece we're just going to do a little bit of scoring on, and I have to get my trimmer, which is over here. Hello, there we go. Okay, so we are going to score on the 11-inch side, and you have to remember one number, and that is 2 3/4. So we're going to score this at 2 3/4 on one end, and the gray blade is the scoring blade, so we're just going to score that, and then I'm going to turn it all the way around, and I'm going to score 2 3/4 on the other end. So this is the same fold, this part of the fold, as we did last week. So, but this one's going to be a little different. So we are going to do the same thing. We're going to fold these into the center, and you do want to make sure that they meet in the center. So if they don't, you can kind of move them around just a tad, because mine don't exactly, but I want them to be closer. So there we go. Okay, so the card we did last week opened this way, up and down. The card we're going to do this week is going to open this way. So same fold, but we're going to do something just a little bit different with it. So these are our pieces. and we're going to bring all these other pieces back. Okay, so these two pieces that are the 2.5 by 4, if it's directional like mine obviously is because it's striped, if you want the stripes to go up and down, you need to make sure that the 2.5 is across the top. The 4 would be your vertical going down. And then we're just going to attach those. So you can kind of see the back side. It's kind of like a little splotchy a little bit. So I'm just going to put a little bit of, all right, my glue is, hold on, get my glue off there. There we go. Got too far away from me. So I am going to open, oops, hello. Let's get that back. I am going to open this up because it's just easier to put it on that way. So I'm just going to put one on one end. And then we're going to flip this piece over and we're going to put this on the other end. Okay, so hope everybody's doing okay today. We've got a great weekend coming up. It's a holiday weekend, 4th of July. I like to be very patriotic. Maybe that's why I'm doing blue today. There we go. So this is how our card is going to go, just like this. And we're going to set this aside just for a minute because we're going to work on the other pieces real quick. So I'm just going to set that aside. So we need our 3 pieces of cardstock that we had. Those were 4 by 7/8. Then we also need the 3 pieces of our basic white and the 3 pieces of our designer series paper. And we're just going to layer these on top of each other. If you don't, depending on what paper you have, because my paper obviously is blue with white in it, so that's why I chose white for my second layer of cardstock. But if you're using other paper, you can obviously make this a very colorful piece instead of just basic white. And you know, I don't know why I flipped that over because it's white on both sides. But I'm just going to put a little blue on there and put this on here. And then I need one of these, and that's going to go on top. So we're going to do a little bit of glue in here. So we're going to end up with 3 pieces that look like this. So that's 1. So we have 1 done. So now we're going to do the other 2. So I've had kind of a busy week here at my house. I don't know about you all at yours. So I'm kind of looking forward to having a weekend where I don't do much. Well, I might do some stuff, but I am going to a baseball game. Where I live, we have a minor league baseball team. They're AAA. It's the last step of a little bit of glue on here. I'm just going to wipe it off before you get to the major league. So they're called the Norfolk Tides, and they are part of the Baltimore Orioles baseball. So, but we're going to go to a baseball game because, you know, that's the all-American pastime. It's something you should do. Ah, good thing it landed face down. On a 4th of July holiday weekend, right? And I'm not sure what else I'm going to do. Probably something really exciting, you know, like doing laundry, because, you know, that has to happen too. But I think we're going to do some cooking outside, because that means my husband cooks and I don't have to. You know, all I need is watermelon and, you know, salad and, you know, easy stuff. He gets to do the hard work and cook on the grill. So almost done with this. All right, so now we have our 3 pieces. And the name of this fun fold is a crossover card. So these 3 pieces are actually going to go here, here, and here. But obviously if we glued them all down all the way across, you couldn't open the card. And what we're going to do is the top and the bottom piece we're going to glue on the left hand side, and this middle piece we're going to glue on the right hand side. So what I'm going to do is or how I do it, need to do this a little better here, is do the top and the bottom first, and then I put the one in the middle, because then it's easier to space them out, right? So if you do put the top and the bottom first, you can kind of space them from the edge, how far you want them from the edge. And because my paper is striped, I have the added advantage that I can kind of line it up on the same line, so I don't have to measure where the middle is. If you're not sure, or if you need to do that, just grab a ruler, which I have a ruler, and measure how long this is, which is 4 inches. So you would mark it in the middle of 4 inches would be 2. So you could just put a little pencil mark on there. Use my green here because it's not going to show because that's the back side anyway. And then you could line up that back side right with the middle of the card. I'm going to move these. They're driving me crazy. And once you put the glue on it, you just flip it over. So you can kind of see it'll be even from the ends. And then about how far it is from the 2 sides is about how far down you want it on your card. So those 3 sides are even. So what I'm going to do is I kind of put mine where I want it. I flip it over. I know I only want glue on this side. So I know where the middle is. So I'm just going to put glue on it this side, right, just like that. I'm just going to flip it over, set it down. Easy peasy, right? There you go. I'm going to get that out of the way. Uh-oh, my audio's not coming through. Sorry, hold on. I just saw the comment. See if I can fix that. All right, I hope that's better. There it goes. Okay. I think I might have turned my sound down. Hope that's better. Oh, West Michigan Whitecaps. I've never heard of that team. Interesting. Okay. All right, so if you still can't hear me, let me know. I'll try and talk a little louder too. I'm going to do the same thing with this. I'm just going to lay it on there. Put it about where I want it. Put some glue on it. Make sure I stay away from the middle. And I'm going to put that down here. And should go around about there. Okay, and then this piece is going to go in the middle. Might scoop this one down just a tad. Get it off here. Yep. All right. Let's see if I can. Nope, that's not going to go up. This is going to go back up so I can get it even. Sorry about that. Okay. Ah, Miami Marlins. All right. Got a little glue here. Hold on. This is my little gum eraser. They have a name for these, but I forget what they call them. But it's great at getting glue off of your cards when you put something down where you didn't want to, or it squished out where you didn't want it to go. It'll take it all off. I think they call it a crafter square. But okay, let me move that out of the way. And then this piece is going to go. Okay, why did I do that? Yep, I did. Why did I do that? Hello. This is going back where it belongs. Hold on. See if I can get it off with that. Hello. Yep. All right. I need it to go down farther. Hold on. I'm ripping my paper, but that's okay. I'm going to put some more glue on the back of here so I can get it on down farther. I think it's going to stick though. Alright, the reason I didn't want to get it too close is because otherwise my piece in the middle is not going to fit. Alright, so this I'm going to put glue on the opposite side. This is going to be on the right hand side. Only toward the middle. And this is going to go here. I know I like stripes. I also like polka dots. Stripes and polka dots are my fun time. But I do like this, the other pattern on this paper. It shows up pretty well because it's a lot darker, so it shows up pretty good. Okay, so, and this is how it opens. So these go this side, this one goes this way, so that's why they call it a crossover, because they cross over. All right, so now we need, I told you that I did die cut this piece with this die that comes, this is the matching die set that goes with the stamp set. It's called Natural Prints. And I did die cut this already, so I'm just gonna stamp my sentiment on there. I am gonna use Night of Navy ink, and I'm going to stamp this one. It says best wishes, it says best wishes and happy thoughts. So that is going to go on my card. And I'm just going to ink this up. Excuse me. I feel like I have to cough. And hopefully I can get it in the middle here. You can stamp it and then die cut. That's probably most people's wish. In fact, I'm going to do that because that didn't come out very well. Not what I wanted. Anyway, all right. Change of plans because that, I got ink on the side and I don't want to do that. And then I got ink on my other piece. Don't want to do that, so I'm going to clean that off. This is one of those chamois. I actually cut mine in half because I like to have a smaller size. It's easier to handle in my hand. And sometimes I like to clean it that way. So we're gonna do this one more time. I think my stamp is kind of, there we go. We're just gonna put it down here. There we go. And then the other piece I was going to stamp was one of the kind of like little fern things. And then we're just going to die cut both these at the same time. So you're going to get to watch me die. So there is that. I'm going to wipe this off so I don't get this on my hand later. All right. Okay, let me move my ink away, and then we're going to die cut these two pieces. So I have this piece, and then the die that goes with this, and which is this piece. So in case anybody wants to know how I do my little magnetic sheets, this is actually a dryer, not a dryer, it's a vent cover, magnetic vent cover, and it works great. I just cut it the same size as the piece that all the dies come on. I stick it on there, and then I just put it right back in the little folder along with the little piece, which will go on the back, so I know what it is. And that's how I keep my dies. I have a little box that I put them in, and whoops, got it going in the wrong way. Let's put it in this way. There we go. I will put the other dies back. And I just put a little Velcro dot on it to keep it closed. You can have this little flap, but to me, they always kind of get caught on the dies, and then it's just so much easier just to close it like that. So anyway, helpful hint number one. Okay, I am going to move this out of the way. And we are going to do a little bit of die cutting. Move these. Oop, I gotta flip it around. I do mine sideways. I know a lot of people don't. So we're just gonna put this right on here. Hopefully I get this straight. This is the magnetic piece that they actually decided to kind of recall, but mine still is working for me, so I'm still using it. And that looks kind of straight. So most people do it the other way. I do mine sideways. It's just easier for me to hold on to. There we go. There's my two pieces. There's one. There's the other. Gonna leave that on there. I won't lose them because it's like a magnet. It's stuck there. Okay, so this piece is going to go right on here. Because it's gonna kind of overlaps just a little, it helps kind of hold the card down. Because I want it in the center here, I'm gonna put my dimensionals right on here and then lay this on top instead of doing it the other way around. That way I know that I don't get a dimensional that's too far over where it won't be able to open the card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one right in the middle, and I can kind of see how long it is. Whoop. I'm going to take these two off. If I hold it this way, I can kind of see that I kind of want them to be close together, just like that. And then I'm going to take these off, and then I'm just going to lay this right on top and hopefully get it even from end to end. There we go. This piece here, I'm just going to tuck it right under here. It is also going to go on only the middle piece, so when you lift it off, it's going to go right with the other one. For this one, I'm going to use the smaller dimensionals, and I'm only going to put it right here behind this little piece right here because I know that's where it's going to stick on there. So it's only going to be stuck on with one, which is okay. So we're just going to put that right there. And I have a couple little sparkly rhinestones I'm going to put on. And if you want to put blue ones on, just grab this is Night of Navy Dark, my Stampin' Blend marker, and the fat end. And super easy just to give them a little bit of color. You can see I did some red ones earlier today, but any color Stampin' Blends you have, you can color the basic rhinestones whatever color you want and use them. It's great, especially, you know, because they don't make things for everything. So I am just gonna put a couple of these right on here just to make it look a little sparkly. And then the only thing we're left to do is put our inside piece on. So this is the card, and this is our 5 1/4 by 4 inside piece. If you want to, you can put a strip of your paper or the other darker paper on here. You can stamp a sentiment on here. For me right now, I'm just going to attach this on here because I'm not sure what I want to put on the inside yet. Because it says best wishes and happy thoughts. It could be a happy birthday card. It could be a congratulations card. So I'm going to wait until I send it out to see what I'm going to put on the inside. So there is your card. So this is going to go this way. These are going to tuck in just a little bit right behind the top and the bottom edge, and just kind of help keep it closed a little bit. You can kind of see that it does that. So there's our card for today. So same fold that we had last week, except for we had a bigger piece there. And super easy just to open it up. There's your card. And close it back again. There we go. So I hope you liked tonight's card. And I hope you have a great week. Do something fun over the weekend. And hope this gave you just a little bit of therapy for the day. So, I will put all the measurements on my blog, probably next week. And I also have a couple more cards to share with this paper. So I hope you'll check it out next week at www.jumpingintostamping.com. And have a wonderful week. Thanks for joining me.